The boy named Amar was studying well when one day his grandfather had a heart attack and passed away. So Amar had to return to his village. One day a friend of Amar told him that the girl he was crazy about is now married. She has a child in her lap. Amar fainted on his hearing this news. He did not regain consciousness for 2 days. When Amar regained consciousness after 2 days, his heart started beating very fast. Then the doctor came to him and started talking positively to him. Amar got angry at first, but when the doctor said, I am present in your every pain and sorrow, just have some patience, son. This world never belonged to anybody. Everyone in this world in connected with their own selfish motives. After the motive is fulfilled, people get separated from each other. Son, there is no dearth of anyone in this world. Whatever you search for, you will find it. The best of the best, the worst of the worst. Take care of yourself. I promise I will give you better than your curse. Whatever you say will be beyond your thinking, but just agree to my one condition. Keep yourself in control at this time. Now Amar got some relief, and with patience he started telling his pain and suffering to the doctor. The doctor kept answering his every question very accurately. Finally, Amar became healthy. He went abroad to study again and started his studies. Knowing about Amar's arrival, a girl named Julie, who was the daughter of a rich father, came to Amar. Both of them talked a lot, and now Amar felt happy. Amar said, come to me sometime. I am very happy to meet you. These days my heart remains sad. And this Julie said, why should I come to you again and again? You also come to my house whatever you want. When I am alone at home, then I will call you. You can come without hesitation. There is nothing to be hesitant about. In the evening, the girl called, and the boy reached her house. The girl held his hand and took him to her room. She looked the room from inside. Now Amar started getting nervous. Julie said, why are you getting so nervous? Don't worry about anything. I am with you. See, there are some bad people in the world who keep finding faults in others for no reason. Similarly, there is a maid in my house. She is a big scoundrel. What should I do? She is also my mother's childhood friend. We cannot throw her out of the house. You should also behave well in front of her. Otherwise, she will find faults in you, and she will not stay without informing the entire family. She is big witch. Okay, leave aside all this. Tell me whether any marriage proposals are coming to your house or not. When are you getting married, etc. Amar said, what should I tell you about marriage? In my childhood, I like a girl, become so crazy in her love that to get her, I also came here to study because her father had demanded that if you get a government job, then take my daughter by the hand and take her to your house. When I went home after grandfather's death, I saw that not only her marriage, but she also had a child in her lap. I got nervous and fainted. After a week of treatment, my health became normal. Now what should I say? His father dashed my hopes. After saying this, Amar stopped. Julie said, tell me, if the father of a girl likes you from this country, then will you marry? Amar said, who will marry a boy from a poor country like me? And now the thought of marriage has gone out of my heart. Why fall in love In this unfaithful world, you will only get cheated. Hearing all this, Julie was feeling happy from inside and was saying in her heart, "At least I have found a prince of my dreams. Only a lucky girl gets such a boy. When by chance he has fallen in my lap, have to make him mine at any cost." Julie said, "If you don't mind, I will send a man to you for your marriage." The boy said, "But the condition is that the girl should not be a cheater, because I have been cheated once. Now I don't want to be cheated. Take care of this. I swear by my friendship." Just then, the doorbell rings. Julie opens the door and sees the maid. The maid said, "I have made tea. If you want, I will bring it." The maid brings tea. Amar and Julie drink tea. Amar says, "I am leaving now. We will meet again." Next day evening, Julie's father goes to Amar, and when he talks about marriage, Amar says, "Look, uncle, I can't get married, but there should be no cheating in the marriage. The girl should be good, not a cheater, even if she is not very beautiful." Julie's father said, "I guarantee all these things and also get a house built for you. Till your studies are not completed, all the expenses of studies will be mine. Understand this. Till my life is left, I will do good to you. Just say yes to the marriage." Amar got into a dilemma and said, "Look, uncle, I have a friend. First I should take his opinion, otherwise he will get angry. God has done a great favor by sending her into my life. I don't want to lose her. I cannot marry without her permission." Now Julie's father was surprised and started thinking the daughter was saying that he will agree. He is leaving all these things to his friend. I don't know what kind of friend he is, whether he agrees or not. What will I tell my daughter when I go home? He said, "Okay, son, I am leaving now. Tell me soon." When Julie's father was coming to his home, it was repeatedly coming soon to his mind that today his daughter will get angry. When Julie's father told everything to Julie after reaching home, then Julie smiled in her mind and said to herself, "If there is a friend, then he should be like this, and if there is a lover, then he should be like this, who struggles so much for his love." In the evening, Julie called Amar and said, "Have dinner at my place tonight. Do come today." All the family members got tired waiting for Amar and were sitting for dinner when Amar arrived. Seeing him, Julie's father said, "Daughter, is this your special friend?" Julie did not say anything. When he asked Amar, he said, "Yes, he is." Then Julie's father said, "You both are fooling me a lot. Stop this fooling act, and both of should convert our friendship into a relationship. Now it is enough." Then all the family members smiled and said, "Why delay any good work?" All the people were smiling at each other and were having dinner. Julie was so happy to see Amar in front of her that he seemed as if the whole world was at her feet. After dinner, the family made Amar and Julie sit together, showered flowers on them, took some pictures, and fixed their wedding date. When the wedding took place on the scheduled time, both of them got so lost in each other on the wedding night that their lives became blessed. Both woke up in the morning with a faint smile and got engrossed in their respective work.